Imagine this. There's always that one person who somehow finds you in every room. The critic, the button pusher, the professional mood ruiner. You didn't invite them, you didn't order them, but boom, there they are. Now here's the real question. Why do toxic people keep targeting you? And how do you make them stop without turning into a villain yourself? Stay with me, because by the end of this, you'll see toxic people like mosquitoes annoying, but surprisingly easy to repel. Let's clear something up first. Toxic people don't randomly attack everyone. If they did, they'd have no energy. Left, these people are strategic. Yes, like lazy ninjas. They go after what feels easy, rewarding, or familiar. And no, it's not because you're weak. Hey, that's the biggest lie people believe. Most of the time, toxic people target kind people. People who listen. People who explain themselves. People who think, maybe, if I'm just a little nicer, this will stop. Spoiler alert, it won't. Think of a toxic person like a toddler with a drum. If every time they bang it, you react, complain, explain, argue, they think, wow, this drum works great, so they keep banging. Now here's where it gets interesting. The moment toxic people stop targeting you is the moment you stop being entertaining to them. Not boring in a personality way, boring in a reaction way. Toxic people feed on three things: tension, emotional reactions, control. Take those away. They don't get mad, they get confused. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine someone at work who always throws little comments at you. Oh wow, you're leaving early today. Must be nice to not be as busy as the rest of us, old you might say. No, I actually finished my tasks, and I stayed late yesterday, and knew you. You smile and say, yep, and walk away. That's it. No explanation, no defense, no emotional buffet, and inside their head. Something breaks, because toxic people don't want facts. They want friction. Another big reason toxic people stop targeting you is when you stop over-explaining. Over-explaining is like giving them a free instruction manual titled, How to Push My Buttons, Updated Edition. You don't owe everyone a detailed PowerPoint presentation of your choices. If you say no, and someone asks why, a full sentence answer is optional. No, I'm not available. That doesn't work for me. That's not rude. That's efficient. And efficiency is terrifying to toxic people. Now let's talk about boundaries. Not the dramatic kind where you announce them like a movie speech. Quiet boundaries. The kind that show up in your behavior. You stop replying immediately. You don't chase closure. You don't correct every misunderstanding. You don't try to win every argument. You let people be wrong, loudly, all by themselves. And guess what? Toxic people hate this. Because when you don't react, they can't control the story anymore. Here's a little humor break. Toxic people are like spam emails. At first you're like, should I respond? Maybe they're legit. Then one day you realize, oh, I don't need to reply to this at all. Delete block.peace. Another powerful shift happens when you stop trying to be liked by everyone. Toxic people sense approval, seeking like sharks sense blood. The moment you stop needing their validation, their power disappears. You don't need to prove you're a good person. You don't need to convince them you're misunderstood. You don't need to win their respect. Ironically, that's when respect shows up, and here's the part nobody tells you. Toxic people stop targeting you when they realize you're not afraid of losing them, not in an angry way, in a calm, grounded way. You're okay whether they stay or go. You're okay with silence. You're okay with distance. That calm energy says, I don't need this. And that message is louder than any argument. One more thing, this is important. You don't need to become cold, mean, or aggressive. You just need to become consistent, kind but firm, polite but unavailable, calm but unmovable. That combination is toxic person kryptonite, because toxic people aren't looking for strength. They're looking for access. When access is gone, they move on. Always. So, if you've been wondering why certain people keep pushing your buttons, maybe it's not because you're doing something wrong. Maybe it's because you've been doing something to right, being open, kind, and responsive without. Protecting your energy, the moment you stop feeding the behavior, the moment you stop explaining your worth, the moment you choose peace over proving a point. That's when toxic people quietly disappear from your life. Not with drama, not with a big fight, just confusion and silence. And honestly, that's the best ending possible.